With the launch of the high-frequency version of Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, MediaTek is not to be outdone. On May the 10th, it officially released a new generation of flagship mobile phone SoC chip, Dimensity 9200+. The main frequency of its GPU has been piled up to 115 GHz, which is unprecedented in mobile phone chips. The super-large CPU core is also basically consistent with Qualcomm front hard and high-frequency version of Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. So who will come out on top? Let's take a look. From a theoretical test point of view, the single-core and multi-core performance of Dimensity 9200+. It has surpassed the Snapdragon by 3.5 percentage points. The part we are most interested in is the performance of the game. Dimensity 9200+ has a better in-4P process. Play more stable in the game. The average frame rate of Yuanshan is not much different from that of Xiaolong. But in terms of stability for these large games, there is still a big gap with Snapdragon, even as high as 185%. Facing some low to medium load games that do not require high performance, the overall strength of Dimensity and Xiaolong are similar. In terms of power consumption, Dimensity 9200+ still has a slight advantage in terms of power consumption. The average power consumption of the 3-round game is lower than that of the Snapdragon, and the energy efficiency ratio is also higher. Although Snapdragon has high power consumption and low energy efficiency ratio, but it brings stronger frame stabilization ability. There will be no sense of frustration on the game screen. Dimensity has lower power consumption and higher energy efficiency, but the frequency of the picture shaking is also higher. Therefore, power consumption, energy efficiency and frame rate cannot be achieved at the same time. In terms of gaming power, Snapdragon is still number one in the world. If you only consider the ultimate performance and the stability of the game frame rate, regardless of power consumption, if you are a game enthusiast, then the high-frequency version of Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 must be the most suitable processor for you. But if you're after a balance between performance and power consumption, instead of pursuing the ultimate gaming experience, then Dimensity 9200+ can meet all your needs. So what do you think about this? Like and follow. See you next time.